Okay. Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode number 80. Yep, this reviewing, I'm basically starting a new Super Sentai, and you're thinking, which one? Which one are you starting? Well, now you also are thinking, Nick, did you also say you were gonna hold off on Super Sentai after you use some anime? Well, that's indeed true. I did say that, but thing is, recently I went 3 weeks without watching any Super Sentai at all, and I was really itching to get back to Super Sentai, and I decided, why not? I finished up Super Sentai today, which was Live Man, so I figured, oh, why not start his predecessor, which I was planning to do anyways. The predecessor's name is Hikari Sentai Maskman, which translates to Light Squadron Maskman. And here they are. Yep, that's what they look like. Yeah, as for the whole thing with the 5, not really sure exactly what the heck that's supposed to be. The main villains of this particular group. Now, the Maskmen, let me say Live Man for a while. The Maskmen themselves are made up of 5 people. 3 guys and 2 women. You're like, really? Yes, really. You have Takaro, who is Red Mask. He gets a lot of focus in the early episodes. Basically, it's one of the early things development. Yes. Black Mask is Kenta. Don't know much about him at this point. Blue Mask, Akira. And you have the 2 lovely ladies. Yellow Mask is Akara, which, by the way, the actress, okay looking woman. That's her. That's Akara. I gotta admit, not a bad looking woman. Yes. Yeah, if you're curious though, what the other Rangers look like, here is Red Mask. Yeah. The way the faces look for Yellow Mask and Red Mask, it almost seems these two have like very similar faces, and they could be related. I'm not really sure. This is Kenta, the Black Mask. Akara, come on. Akara, the Blue Mask. And Pink Mask, which I gotta say is she's a little more prettier than, let's say, the Yellow Mask. Nothing really wrong with the character. The only characters we have here are Commander Zakar Zegeta. He is the guy who is running the team. Now, here's the thing I don't like about this particular thing to start off with. We start off with basically Red Mask driving a race car. Yep, just driving a race car, and then we see possibly looks like his girlfriend named Mai wear a purple dress, and they wanted to run off someplace. Of course, she doesn't know that he already knows what's coming, and then he just gets out of his race car in the middle of a race and starts running away. And by the way, the rest of his team, there is pit crew. Yep, there's pit crew. Now, as for Commander Zegeta, he's the owner of the company that basically operates the race car that is, well, the Red Mask is driving. Yeah, you don't see it very much. Like, as soon as it's basically like what happened in the first episode is not brought up again in the first few episodes. It almost seems as though the way these episodes end, they lead into the very next episode. From the look of it, anyways. Yes, I mean, this one can be very serialized. And then we get used to our main villains. Yes. The Underground Empire Tube. Yes, that is serious names, people. We have their boss, Zeba. Don't know what this guy looks like because he wears a freaking mask in these few episodes. Yep, that's him. Despite fact appearance-wise, you could be mistaken for, I don't know, Captain Barospa from Gigaman. Just by his appearance alone. There's also Commander Barbarita. He is the muscle man of the tube. Yep. You have Ninja Abaru. Not much is known about him aside from the fact he's supposedly a ninja. We do get a little bit of development on this one. Prince Agram. They say it's a boy, even though appearance-wise, it's a woman. How? The face and the voice. Yeah, I knew right away this was a woman. And they say this person is the brother of Princess Aya, who actually was Mai. Yeah, there she's a princess in episode 2. Yep. You have another ninja, Ninja Fubu, who actually works for... That's her. And then you have... Actually, he doesn't appear yet. There's also Earthcrale's Beast. Yeah, they're part of this underground empire tube. That's what they call themselves. Their base is, get this, at the center of the planet. Yes. The base operation is a place called the Underground Castle. And this is what the damn thing looks like. At first, it's in the center of the world. And then for like 2 episodes, starting episode 2, which moved to the surface, though it supposedly is destroyed after in episode 3. Yep. And by the way, the Maskman's, well, their Zord, which by the way, they call their Zord the Great Five, which does not pop up until episode 2. Yes. So like with Live Man, it does pop. I gotta say, it's a very, I love this design. It looks very shiny. That's what pops up in the anime. And it's used to destroy a monster in episode 2. It pops up again in episode 3. And it's piloted by, of course, the Rangers. All 5 of them. Yep. So, the monster they defeated in the last episode, like, I think, oh, they're done because they beat one monster. And then their teachers and then their commanders are like, fools! And he shows the meditation where he starts floating. And it's point number one of them, he actually really is floating. It's just not a trick. So they obtain the aura power. That's something they have to explore in episode 2 and 3. So in the case of like episode 2, because they didn't like the fact in episode 2 where the monster was destroyed, we have supposedly the castle coming to the surface and putting the world in an era of darkness. Where, get this, they can't transform at all. That's the weird thing about this one so far. We don't get transformation to these sequences yet. Just yet. If I read this happens in the next episode. Also, one thing that's not shown here. When the heck did this guy recruit these people? When the heck did they explore? I don't know yet. So basically we have in the previous episode we revealed that Mai, so as punishment for supposedly betraying the tube, like, oh, let's kill her. Nope. Probably because she's royalty. So what does Zeb do? Banish her to the 7th levels of hell. Freezing her over basically to the bottom level of hell. And then having her brother torment her for a bit. And the thing is, Zeb basically is calmed down by his advisor. Tells, oh yeah, let's not kill her. And so supposedly betray them. Despite the fact she actually trying to have peace with the end of the switch between her people and the Maskman. They try achieving the Great Aura, and thanks to some combat they're in, which, like, I would think not really, because they would think they would give this power like a little bit early. They did episode 3, and we finally see them transform. Not the transformation sequence per se, like, oh, they do this little meditation thing, and then they transform, and they form the giant robot and destroy the monster. Of course, the monster's episode was simply the Nature King forming a giant snake with the ships. And that's destroyed. Yep. And if you're curious though, like, is there any like actual monsters that pop up in episode number 3? Oh yeah, by the way, they do show, like, apparently they have this thing where it's like parasite stuff. Yeah, I thought this was kind of weird. Now, apparently the The monsters are called Dogler. The first two episodes is the same one. Basically, he's killed off his debut appearance, and then he's revived the very next episode, which makes him probably the only one who does come back. And from what I can tell, unlike in Live Man, where they skip a few episodes without a monster, this one, yeah, they actually do have a monster pop up in every episode. From what I can tell here, there's not an episode they do skip with a monster. Oh yeah, they do skip one. 3 doesn't have monster. That's the only one that doesn't. But yeah, that's a pretty good start for this particular run so far anyways. I'm only going to review, like I did before with the other ones, 20 episodes. I'll take a little break and work on something else for a bit, and then come back here to finish up this particular Super Sentai. Unlike with Live Man, when that's 49 episodes, this one's only 51, which makes this one 2 episodes longer than the last one I just finished reviewing. So by the time I come back, there actually be 26 episodes left, not 24. But that will basically depend on when I get a chance to get to episode 25, which I don't think that'll be tonight. Because my next video I'm going to do, hopefully, will be a review for Fire Force, and then hopefully also Shaman King. Yep. So yeah, that's it for particular review. So the next review will be Fire Force, okay? For you. Bye.